where are you? We got some work to do. Gotta catch 'em all.
I try to make you feel the most important person in the world, because that's exactly what you are, the most important person in the world.
You didn't have to do anything to make me proud, that's for sure. I was always proud of you, whatever you did. You could just sleep and you were always proud.
Looking back, my childhood memories are a mixture of outdoors, dogs, camping, friends, zoos, games, films, holidays, and most importantly, family. Before my iPhone and computer were a necessity to my life, there existed a whole world where every day was an adventure and the aim was just to have fun.
Part of your average family. I've got a dad and a mom.
I really appreciate my parents for the childhood I had. All the opportunities and happy memories. They're unforgettable.
Right, you were Daddy's little girl, that's for sure. You probably still are, really.
Yeah.
You were Daddy's girl. Oh, you were his little princess.
When I grew older, we started to drift apart. As I became a teenager, I got closer to my mum.
And you wanted to spend more time with me, because I suppose we were doing the girly shop.
You ought to spend a little more time dealing with yourself, a little less time worrying about what your brother does.
Being the big sister, I will always have the need to protect and care for my brother, no matter how annoying he gets.
You know, you two were inseparable. You got on so well.
You grew up lovely together. Nice, loving brother and sister. Don't know so much now.
Memories of my dad's side of the family include...
We'd go away to go to the Gower and the speedboats, and had a lot of fun on the tube in it. Did loads of that, and barbecues on the beach. And used to go down to your grandma and granddad's. They used to have a barbecue once a year as well.
I remember growing up with my cousins on my mum's side, always at my nan's, playing games and eating Indian food and ice cream.
Or parties, especially at your nan's house. Lovely parties with your cousins and that. Used to have some real cracking parties there.
Mighty Cam was my idol. She was the strongest person I ever met. When we lost her to cancer, everything changed though.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
The D word.
With divorces and separations, there always is that knock-on effect with everybody else. It's not just the immediate person, it's those surrounding it, the children, the families.
But what I didn't expect was how I would feel. I didn't want to take sides or be stuck in the middle.
Well, it was never a big, an easy decision to leave.
I couldn't understand the situation, so I cut my dad out. I started to cut everyone out. I became distant. I felt isolated and alone. I couldn't talk to my mum because she was trying to keep everything together. I couldn't talk to my dad because he had hurt me by leaving. I'd always felt like the black sheep of my family, and this was the hardest time to feel so alone. I never fully blamed either of them. Instead, I blamed myself.
The worst thing about it was seeing the hurt on both of your kids' faces. That'll always be something you don't like.
For years, I never spoke properly to my dad.
I hate it when you lie. Even worse when you make me cry.
I didn't know how to forgive him.
The close people around me always said that you would come round eventually.
Family had always been important to me, but with my dad leaving, my world was broken.
You were sitting your final exams, you were becoming, going into sixth form, just working out what you wanted to do for a career. So these were vital years for you, and you needed the support of your family to be there.
In one of the most challenging times of my life, I was diagnosed with depression. With exams approaching, I just felt like my whole world was shattered. Luckily, I had my godmother Hazel and my Aunt Rose. They were there for me and supported me through sixth form. My Aunt Rose was like a mum to me. She'd been my rock, and without her I felt isolated and alone again. It was an interesting time, Rose's passing. It taught me many things, the value of friendship and the value of family, and how to value the family I have and love them despite the past. I'm trying to move on and be a part of all my family's life now.
You've got to keep going. You've got to future.
And hopefully, over time, it will get easier.